Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to talk a little bit about some girls' fragrances for this video. Technically, guys could wear them too. So when I say girls' fragrances, I mean leans a bit more feminine. But I think half of these are listed as like unisex fragrances. So if you are a guy watching this video, you can wear it for yourself too. Just keep in mind some of them lean more feminine, but a lot of them are marketed as unisex. So don't be put off because the title of this video is for girls or whatever. Um, let's get started. I got a pretty big list this time to go through, so written some stuff down. I'm going to just try and run through this pretty quickly. Treat this more as a recommendation video rather than like an in-depth kind of like talk about each fragrance, because I'm not going to have much time to talk about all these fragrances. So um, let's just start off with Chloe. There's a fragrance called Hibiscus Abelmoschus. It's just a single note fragrance, but in my opinion, it smells like Byredo Mojave Ghost. So very fresh, light, sparkling, effervescent, very fresh, just like perfect for hot weather. Now I think I got this confused with the rose one in my previous video. So this is the one I was thinking of pretty much. Like it's kind of had like this lychee. I think it's a lychee kind of smell to it. But yeah, if you've tried Mojave Ghost, it's pretty much like that. So yeah, I recommend this one. Chloe Hibiscus Abelmoschus. I think that's how it's pronounced, or Moshush or something. So next, I got two Kayali fragrances. Um, so yes, I was gonna put them both in the list because they're both new, and one's more sweet, one's more fresh. So the first one is the Kayali Peach. It's got peach, red apple, bergamot, freesia, nectarine, frangipani, rose jasmine, vanilla musk, praline, amber, oak moss, patchouli, and tonka. This one's more on the sweet side, so it's not your fresh peach smell like Pacific Chill or whatever. This is a more sweet, vanilla-y, musky kind of peach. But if you want a more fresh kind of Kayali, the next one is the Plush Pear. So the Pear one has pear, freesia, gardenia, coconut water, lily of the valley, orange blossom, vanilla caviar, cashmere wood, sandalwood, and citrus. So you get a lot more florals. You get a lot more of that fresh pear kind of smell, and like the orange blossom is really good in this one too. So for the next one, I've actually got two clean fragrances. So the brand is Clean. So one of them is a Reserve Blend fragrance. It's called Skin. This is the Reserve Blend from Skin. Orange Blossom, Bergamot, Honeysuckle, Vanilla Orchid, Peony, Skin, White Cedar Extract, Praline, Musk, and Salt. Pretty much all you need to know with this is it's very fresh, light, airy, and even though the name says Skin, this one is a little bit fruity. Actually, it's got like a little bit of a fruity opening. It's very fresh. Like I was expecting more of that more lactonic kind of skin smell, but this one is like because the orange blossoms in here and the peony, it leans like very fresh in a way, and it's really good. But the next one is the intense version of Skin, so Clean Skin Intense, and I wanted to put the intense in here as well because you have the sweet option or the fresher option. The Reserve Blend is the fresher one. The Skin Intense is actually the sweeter one. So the Intense has sea salt, bergamot, vanilla tonka, lily of the valley, jasmine, musk, and sandalwood. And yeah, it's just more heavy on that lactonic smell in the Intense one. But it's up to you if you want a more lactonic, musky smell. That's the Intense, or the Reserve one. The Skin Reserve is like more fresh, floral, a little bit fruity. So the next fragrance is by Commodity, and this is actually really good. It's called Milk Orchid. So I was expecting like the name Milk Orchid to be more lactonic, but this one is got fig milk, coconut, almond blossom, vanilla orchid, magnolia, milk, sandalwood, macadamia. And this is also quite fruity. So it starts off very kind of like fresh fruity, but then the more lactonic, creamier, muskier notes come down in the dry down. But overall, it's a really well balanced fragrance. Again, I do feel like this one's like unisex. So as of the clean fragrances as well, they're definitely unisex. So commodity, you can wear this one if you're a guy. Um, but I like the notes kind of like getting a little bit more original these days. So like I'm seeing some notes that aren't really used as much in some of these fragrances. As I go through the list, you'll see what I mean. I also just want to note that girls' fragrances are actually winning right now. Like there is not many guys' fragrances coming out. I wanted to make a list of guys' fragrances. I've only got like 8 to put on the list currently because there's just no good guys' fragrances coming out right now. So I've got like 20 girls' fragrances or unisex, but nothing good is coming out for guys. So something bad has happened to the men's fragrance market right now, and everything is just trash. Guys are not getting any good releases for fragrances, so that's such a shame. But I will try put out a part for men's fragrances very soon. I'm waiting on a couple of new releases like the YSL Iced and stuff to see how they go. Um, Hopefully we get something good for men coming out, like fresh. We want fresh fragrances. So um, let's hope, fingers crossed, that men get some better fragrances coming out soon. Because girls' fragrances are absolutely really good right now. So the next fragrance is Borntostandout Drunk Lovers. This one, it's got cognac, red berries, juniper, citrus, ginger, cypress, clary sage. Quite a lot of notes in this one. Pepper, vanilla, sandalwood, musk, benzoin, cardamom, cinnamon, patchouli, vetiver, and cedar. So this one is got like a saffron sweetness to it. It reminds me of like that Baccarat Rouge kind of fragrance, but it's not the same, which is really good because I was getting really sick of the Baccarat Rouge kind of DNA. So this offers an alternative to that DNA, right? So this is quite different in a lot of ways and retains some of that similar saffron sweetness kind of smell. So yeah, Drunk Lovers is really good if you want something like that kind of style. But this is on a sweet side, so keep in mind. But also unisex. So again, guys can definitely wear this one too. Um, so the next one is definitely more feminine. It's called Blue Jasmine by Dolce and Gabbana. That one has got fig, jasmine, cedar, just 3 notes on Fragrantica. But in my opinion, the main smell is like this fresh passion fruit kind of smell it's got going on. So it smells like passion fruit, really fresh, um, like tropical in a way, like a tropical kind of scent. But you won't find passion fruit listed on the notes. Although this really surprised me. This one, like I was like, I want to wear it for myself. Like especially if you got like blue clothes on, it's like smells like this color blue. And you see how this is like yellow. That's kind of like the passion fruit. So the color of this is what it smells like, if that makes sense. You get some of that blue, you get some of that yellow kind of fruitiness in there. So try this one. Dolce & Gabbana Blue Jasmine, really good. So next one is like unisex. It's also by Dolce & Gabbana. This one's called Velvet Infusion. I think this is from their Velvet collection. But it's got black tea, mate, bergamot, mandarin, pink pepper, cedar. In my opinion, a little bit of a neroli smell, but this is pretty much inspired by imagination and all those tea style fragrances. So you got like all these other brands doing that tea style right now. Like I think Armani Prive had the Yulong. I think Givenchy had L'Enfant Terrible and De Bosens or something like that. Dolce & Gabbana's kind of dipping their toes in that kind of market as well with Velvet Infusion. So it's very similar to that. Yeah, so like the Louis Vuitton Imagination kind of style. This is not soapy, by the way. This is more green and what you'd expect from a tea fragrance. So this is more on a tea side rather than the soapy kind of side. But it's nice. I like it. So the next two are also by the same brand. One is by Aerin. It's called Fleur de Peony. So this is a peony fragrance. Like it's got lychee, peony, pomelo, mandarin, cyclamen, jasmine, musk, ambrox, and sandalwood. Just a fresh lychee, fruity, peony smell. So if you like that, this one's really good. More feminine, but again, I really like the fruity floral scents for girls at least. Um, so the alternative, which is also by Aerin, it's a rose fragrance, um, but this is more like jammy kind of rose. For the people that love rose, I've been trying to include more rose fragrances in these videos. Um, this one's got two types of rose, French and Bulgarian rose, but then it's got like watery notes, amber, musk, and woods. But to me, it's more of a musky, jammy rose. Like, um, when I say jammy, I'm actually talking for this one. I'm talking about like a strawberry jam kind of smell. Does that make sense? Like if you made a jam to actually eat, like strawberry jam, but now imagine that was rose instead of strawberry, right? If that makes sense. Kind of like that, like I'm more on a sweet side, but also I don't know how to explain it. Like you know what jammy is, right? So jammy, that the texture of that. But I like it. It's like I found myself coming back to keep sniffing it. Like it just had something really sexy about it. So this is a very intimate, sexy, attractive kind of rose that just makes you come back to keep sniffing it. So when you think of like romantic, that's what this is, like romantic, sexy rose. Um, so I'm gonna have to go through this list a little bit quicker. The next one is also by Clean. This one's called Sparkling Sugar. It's got peach, white musk, and black currant. But this is very fruity, very fresh. Um, Almost like has like a clean laundry smell to it. Like it's very light effervescence, like sparkling. Like the name says, sparkling sugar. This is not a sweet sugar. This is a very fresh, sparkling fragrance. So I was expecting like a burnt caramel kind of smell with this one, but it's just not in there at all. This is just like very fresh. Like in my opinion, just black currant. Like if you like the smell of black currant with like a fresh DNA to it, that's what this is. Like a clean, sparkling sugar. Like I'm gonna get a bottle of this, and this one is unisex, so I'll be wearing this one quite a lot. The next one is also like fruity kind of floral. It's by Atelier. It's called Pink Me Up. It's got blackberry, bergamot, orange blossom, rose, champagne, musk, iris, and patchouli. Kind of like inspired by Delina. It's supposed to be a fruity rose or fruity rose kind of scent. But this one's got champagne in it. So you see this DNA done also quite a lot. Like I think Replica tried to do this with On a Date, but that ended up smelling too much like wine. But this one, Atelier Pink Me Up, is like perfected that whole DNA. So there's like nothing in here that smells bad at all. It is feminine, sorry. But it's about as good as you'll get for a fruity floral scent. Like it doesn't actually get better than this. Like I've tried quite a few of them by now, and I feel like the quality of this is what really just hit the nail perfectly. So next is by Gallagher. It's called Crimson Veil. This one smells very weird. It's like metallic berries. So if you think of like wild berries with a metallic mineralic kind of smell to it. But the actual notes are mineral notes, rose, wild berries, tima, bergamot, teakwood, clary sage, frankincense, oak moss, leather. But yeah, it's fruity, a little bit floral, with a weird metallic mineral smell to it. Because it is by Gallagher, you may have smelt this DNA in quite a few of the other fragrances, like I think Tonkajua or something like that has a similar smell, but oh no, sorry. I'm thinking of Glowberry. Yeah, it does smell like some of their other fragrances though. This Crimson Veil, like you've definitely, if you've tried Gallagher fragrances before, you'll know this kind of DNA. So the next one is Me Bisou or Me Bisou. I can't pronounce it, but it's got Passion Islands. And keep in mind, I'll write the names of all of these in the description so you can check how to spell them, how to read them, or search them, whatever you want. I'll write the whole list in the description. Yeah, so Passion Island is the name of the fragrance. Ginger, lime, mango, pineapple, passion fruit, nectarine, blackcurrant, patchouli, musk, vanilla, sandalwood, pink pepper, bergamot, and lemon. So I forgot that I had some test strips here for all of these fragrances, but this one's kind of like Kajal Dahab, but with every type of fruit in there. They've just tried to put every type of fruit in there, so it smells extremely tropical, like a fruit cocktail of just every tropical fruit you can think of. But yeah, like the main DNA is kind of like the Kajal Zahab. But this stuff is so good. Like it just, when you think of a fruity fragrance, kind of like inspired by Herba Pura, this is like the perfect DNA for that. Like I hate Herba Pura, so the only ones I really like are pretty much like Kajal Dahab and this one, like Me Bazoo, Passion Island. There is probably a couple of other ones I'm forgetting as well, but like the main one, I always come back to Dahab, which is just done really well. So anyway, the next one is Glowberry by Gallagher. This is also like a fruity fragrance. The notes are strawberry, raspberry, apricot, blackcurrant, sugar cane, sorry, mandarin, green leaves, magnolia, patchouli, vanilla musk, and cashmere. And this is a fruity fragrance that smells quite different to me. Like I don't know what it is in this. Like the notes aren't really that kind of different, even though it's got a bunch of different fruits. It's got apricot and raspberry and apricot and strawberry, which you would think forms a weird kind of smell. But the black currant in here also does something that's just really good. So I think I kind of like the black currant in here. With the magnolia, black currant magnolia is a good combination for me. Like I like that from Aniche Musk Therapy, and I've always been a fan of that black currant magnolia kind of smell. This is not musk therapy, by the way. This doesn't even come close to musk therapy in terms of smell, but just those notes together, I really like that combination. So this is unisex. Same with Passion Island is unisex. So yeah, I would recommend Glowberry by Gallagher. It's a really nice, fruity, floral, musky scent. So the next one is called Silent Symphony by The Gate. This is a very coconut strong fragrance. So there's a ton of coconut in this one. Yeah, like way too much coconut. But it's a pina colada fragrance. It's got coconut, pina colada, apple, caramel, vanilla, musk, oak moss, and bergamot. And I don't think this would be as bad if the caramel wasn't in there. So I like pretty much everything in here besides the caramel. Because it makes the coconut smell a little bit burnt, like burnt sugar. But besides that, there's so much delicious elements to this, like the apple, pina colada, and coconut. And I think I'm just very sensitive to caramel, but I do like this fragrance. I'm not saying I hate it at all. I'm just saying the dry down is a lot different than the opening. So I really liked the opening the most, which was very fruity and fresh in the opening, and then it just got really sweet in the dry down. But that's for the coconut lovers out there. This is like, if you love coconut pina colada, this is good. It's good. It's real good. But it's super sweet as well, so keep that in mind. So the next one is by Simone Andreoli. This one's called Palm Oasis by Simone Andreoli. The dry down smells like Zerja Vitalica, but this is a coconut fragrance, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, this has got coconut, tiari, ylang ylang, frangipani, chantilly cream, macadamia, white musk, vanilla, and orange blossom. Yeah, so if you want like Zerja Vitalica, but pretty much coconut version of that, this is good. It's called Palm Oasis. I don't know if you can read the name. Palm Oasis. Yeah. Uh, this is quite different in the opening than the dry down as well. But this is also very sweet. It's unisex though. Unisex, very sweet. But I feel like this is an improved version over Italica by Zerjov. So if you like that DNA, or even if you don't like it, try this one. You might find this one to be a lot better than Italica. So the next is Creed Wild Vetiver. I forgot to bring my test script for that one, but that one to me kind of has this like rose smell in the opening, and like a tea smell to it. So in my opinion, I get more of a rose and tea kind of combination. I don't get much vetiver in Wild Vetiver, but I will say it opens up very feminine and dries down to be very masculine. So I could put it in both lists, like recommended to girls, or I could recommend it to men. But I feel like it's hard for either of those people to wear it, like, because if you're a girl, you might really like the opening, but then you get the masculine dry down. But if you're a guy, you get the feminine opening, and then it's kind of like you really gotta like the notes in this fragrance to want to wear this one. This has got like the actual notes though are rose, blackcurrant, bergamot, pink pepper, tea myrrh, geranium, vetiver, cedar, and like I said, it's got like a green tea type of smell to it. Not everyone's gonna smell the tea in here, but to me, if I had to really kind of just point out three things, I would say rose for sure, tea for sure, and pepper. So the pepper and the dry down is what ruins it for me. That's the spicy kind of woody dry down. Vetiver and pepper kind of ruin a dry down sometimes. So just keep that in mind. It does have a masculine dry down. Yeah, I think it smells good though. I recommend it to people. Okay, so I got two more fragrances just to kind of finish off this list. The next one is by Bath and Body Works, called Salted Shorelines, and it's got like three main notes: driftwood, sage, and bergamot. But I find it to be quite salty. So let me just show you something. I had to buy a bottle of this one because this was like really good. Salted Shorelines. I've been looking for like a salty aquatic kind of fragrance for a while now that just like that I just want to spray on myself like after a shower or something like that. And this one is exactly what I was looking for. Like it's kind of inspired by like Joe Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt, Goldfield and Banks Pacific Rock Moss. But in my opinion, it actually smells closer to one of my favorite fragrances, which was called Sea Breeze by Bozo. So in this, you get also good atomizer as well. Yeah, you really get salt, sage. It's like a little bit like fruity. Like I kind of get like an apple melon smell, but that might just be bergamot. Like bergamot and sage kind of gives off a little bit of an apple smell sometimes. If you combine bergamot and sage, you know that fruity smell I'm talking about. Like if you've tried like Pacific Rock Moss, it's kind of like that. But for the price, this was like $40. But they have deals on Bath and Body Works all the time where you can get like 3 bottles for $50. Why would you not get like 3 bottles of this stuff for $50? So I got 2 bottles of this, and then I got like a rose fragrance as well, covered in roses, which is like a Delina dupe. So if you want like a Delina dupe, there's one called Covered in Roses right now. That's pretty much like Delina for $40 and real good. So yeah, I want to recommend this one to both guys and girls. This is unisex, but I feel like girls are gonna want like a nice aquatic one. So yes, it is a body mist, but that doesn't matter really, does it? You can put it on your body, you can put it on your clothes. Just the performance is real bad, so you're gonna have to overspray that one. Um, Anyway, let's go on to the last fragrance on the list. It's called Peachy Oudie by Boy Smells. So with the name Peachy Oudie, you would expect something to be very heavy on the oud, but no, this is actually very fruity, and I don't really get much oud in there at all, actually. Um, so it's got peach, tangerine, marigold, mimosa, white oud, apricot, and candied fruits. So there's quite a lot of fruit in here. You got apricot, peach, you got your candied fruits, your tangerine. But then I find the marigold and mimosa balance out the oud as well. So because it's white oud, I don't know if that's like a better smelling oud or a synthetic oud or something. Um, but this fragrance is not stinky at all. It doesn't have that stinky pungent oud smell like a lot of them do. Um, so I find this is an oud fragrance I can recommend to people quite a lot. So Peachy Oudie by Boy Smells is the brand. So yeah, if you get a chance, definitely check these fragrances out. I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. And I forgot that I had test strips for half of these, so that was, I could have been sniffing them and giving you a better description. Yeah. Anyway, check these out, and I might put a video out soon for guys' fragrances. Like I said, I'm just waiting for men's fragrances to come out because we don't have anything good. Maybe the last couple of years for guys. Um, just nothing good. Like men's fragrances suck, absolutely suck right now. Everything smells the same. It's a dupe of a dupe of a dupe. They're all sweet. They're all stinky, woody, or spicy, or leathery, and they're just nah. They're not it. So whatever they're doing with men's fragrances, stop doing that. Give it something fresh. Give it something sexy. Give it something. I don't care if it's aromatic or green or fruity or whatever or aquatic. Just it could be generic and basic. We just need something that smells good. This is generic and basic, but this is freaking awesome. This smells good. So if you put this in a perfume bottle, I'll buy it. I'll recommend it. So yeah, the only problem with this is it's a body mist. So like I said, a parfum version of this, that would be like top 10 best fragrances ever. So yeah, hope that helps. I don't know if anyone's even gonna watch this video, but yeah, I will definitely put out a guy's fragrance video. I got a couple in mind that I'm looking out for. So yeah, peace.